Hi guys. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about hand feeding and why it can be helpful. So hand feeding is a great little thing to start with if you have a new puppy, a new rescue dog, if they're comfortable enough with you to eat from your hand okay. You don't necessarily want to put a ton of social pressure on a dog if they are not willing to come up to you at first. So like you can reference the Louise videos. I didn't hand feed her for probably about a week when we got her. If you have a dog who's interested but maybe not quite ready to eat from your hand, you can always dump a couple of pieces in front of you, around you, so that they're still eating in your general vicinity. But hand feeding is great for building some value with you and getting your dog used to taking treats from you, taking food from you, as that's going to be a big base for a lot of the obedience you do, especially if you use a lot of luring, which is having food in your hand and having the dog follow that food. With hand feeding, you can also always start on basic obedience if you want, but generally the first couple of days I'll just start with the act of eating from my hand. And that's a great place to start. You can tell from a lot of my videos, I don't do a whole lot of feeding from bowls. I'll do enrichment activities, bonding exercises, confidence building. But I don't use bowls a whole lot, and I encourage my clients to not use bowls a lot either. The bowls don't really give the dog anything except for calories. All of these other activities that you can do with food, they benefit the dog a lot more through having them practice a little bit of frustration tolerance, a little bit of resilience, again, that confidence building, building a relationship a little bit more with you. All of these things are so much more helpful for you than just putting a bowl down. Obviously, there's going to be times when you need to do that too, schedule-wise, but if you can swing it, taking the extra 5 or 10 minutes just to make food more fun for your dog and more productive is super helpful. So, it's just a little bit of hand feeding with our foster puppy, Ashla. So, this is just a great little way to start to connect with your dog, especially if you have a dog who's not 100% with people. Again, if she wasn't really willing to take food, I would just be dropping it around me, and I'll be going based off of her to see if she's comfortable taking the food. If she's really reluctant to eat from my hand, I don't want to push her that far. It can be counterproductive. There have been cases, a lot of cases, where people with nervous dogs, you know how people will always reach out and offer the dog a treat. When that food is gone, some of those dogs, they become so anxious that they will end up biting because they don't know how to go away. So careful how far you push dogs for any activity. But in general, if you have a dog who's mildly comfortable with people, this is a great thing to do. And you can always work on building up their confidence. You can see I just have a little bit of food in my hand each time, and I'll refill it. I can switch from one hand to the other. And just having the dog practice taking the food from me. So, I hope that helps. Have a great day.